Hello, it's Nick Scurloff, and I'm going to discuss a enhancement that was done to the registrar program to try to avoid time conflicts when when resolution is being done. In particular, if I was to create a new phase here, you would see that there is a new setting here that is try to avoid a time conflict with enrollment. And I'm going to do a test here and show you how this works. So for our setup, we're going to have these users. We'll use this particular course offering period and these class times. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a course description called Prior Enrollment Finance 101. So if I was to come here and make a new course description called Prior Enrollment, then we would, let's go ahead and do that. We'll call it Prior Enrollment Finance 101. And put that there. Why not? Right? Short description just for our testing purposes. So I'm going to save that and I'm going to apply. I'll take this. I'm going to make a new course, and it said here in the test that I should put this in the entrepreneurship area. So I'll do that. And for this, I'm going to actually make this the following. So we'll use spring 2005 and we'll make it 3 credits. So at this point we're going to make a new course section, which is, so let's go over here to course offerings and we're going to go here to prior enrollment. Go to sections, add a section, and we're going to call this section P, and it's going to have capacity 1. With capacity, division capacity 1 takes place at 8 a.m. and we're going to enroll Torres D46. So we'll go ahead and take that here, and we're going to make sure we save it. And then we're going to come here and make this 1, save that, come here. Oh, I forgot to make sure that I uncheck that, even though my test said that. And I'm going to make this from 8 o'clock for spring. Fine. So now I'm going to enroll Torres D. That's at 8 o'clock, enroll, and I'm going to choose Torres. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll come here and say, all right, okay. And so now we've got, as part of our test, we've enrolled Torres D in that. And then we're going to create another section like it called PP, and we're going to make it at 10 o'clock and we're going to enroll Smith B38. So let's go here and we'll add 1 and the section PP, and we'll make it web viewable. Also 1, this is going to be at 10 o'clock, and we're going to say for spring here, and we're going to save that. So now we have those two. Let's go ahead and make the reserve capacity 1. And we're going to come here to enrollment, and we're going to enroll Smith B38, right? So we'll do that here to and we'll come down here and enroll this student. Okay, so at this point we have done steps 1 and 2, where we've got these courses at 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock. So I will save this And now if we were to come here, go back to sections, we see we have 2 enrolled, and now we're going to create a phase. We'll call it the Chicago bidding phase, and with generate wait list, alternate section, any section. Alright, so let's come over here and make a new phase, and we're going to call it Chicago bidding. And suppose that let's go ahead and make it end today. And sure, we'll post that then. So we'll generate wait list. We'll just do all the alternate section choices. And notice the new, try to avoid time conflicts here. And so I'm going to save this. So at this point, I have created the alternate section, and now we're going to create 3 bids on a new section. We'll call it Marketing 101. So again, we save this, close. I'm going to apply. I'm just going to make sure that I have Chicago bidding and that it has all the pieces I need. Yep. So now we're going to come over here, create another course description called Chicago or Marketing 101. I think that was it. Nope. Alright, we'll just Marketing 101 for right now, and come here. Why not? And with Marketing 101, we're going to create a new course offering from the catalog. And what do we say we're going to do here? General management. It doesn't matter, but I'll just follow the test case. And we'll come here and put that in spring 2005 as well. Give it 3 credits and save. And we're going to have 3 bids on it. It's going to take place, so it needs to be a web viewable with capacity and division capacity 1. So let's go over here to sections. Let's add this, and we'll make this section A, capacity 1, and we're going to have this be at 11 for right now. Spring, save, and we're going to make this 1, and we're going to have put the new phase we just had in here. This is actually for first year students, and we're going to do Chicago bidding. And so now that's in this phase, which is live, and we're going to put in 3 bids, any section for Smith B, and we're going to have Torres D, and we're going to have Smith F 76. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's add a bid for first years. I think I can apply. So I want Smith B, I want Torres D, and Smith F. So let's take them all. And Torres. Who's David Torres? Right there, those 3. So we're going to say okay to that. I want to get warnings, yes. So Smith B is Brad Smith, and we're going to have 1 point for him, and he's going to be for any section. And Smith F is going to be 3 points, and we're going to say there, any section, and then David Torres is 2, and we're going to say any section. So now we have those 3 bids, and the important thing to remember there is that Torres is at 8 and Smith B is at 10. but the winning bid here is Smith F. So these two won't get in, and they're going to be put into alternate sections. But to have alternate section bidding, we need to actually add those particular sections. So let's go ahead and come back here and add the section. We'll make this B, and the capacity here will be 3, and we're going to make this one, section B, at 8 a.m. And so here we go, and we'll save that, and we'll make this reserve capacity 3. We'll add the phase here, which will be for first year, and say OK, and save that. And now we're going to add a bid by another student, just some other student, which in this case is going to be Jones T77 is going to bid 4 on that, a win. So we'll say Jones T, and here we go, okay, and we're going to make it be 4, and he's just going to have a non-alternate section bid. And now we're going to make sure we save that. We'll add another section, which is going to be section C, which is going to be at, it's going to have capacity 3, and this one is going to have time range 10 o'clock. And so we'll actually have this student, which is going to be Skriloff, N is going to bid 5 on it. So we've got spring 3, save this, and we're going to make that 3, put that in the phase for our first year students, and come here, and we're going to make sure that we bid this student. Okay, yes. I think I didn't make it web viewable. Let's see what nope, web viewable's there. Did I actually? Oop, that's what happened. Didn't save it. That'll get you. Alright, so let's come over here. Here. Bids. Try again. Alright. Last user. Alright, go here. Alright. Just getting everything set up here for 5. Alright. So now we have he's bid 5, no alternate section. So let's take a look and before we do our resolution and see what's going to happen. So we have in section A, we know that there's 3 bids, and we know that the winner is going to be for the 1 slot right here, Frank Smith. And so David Torres and Brad Smith are not going to get in, but they're going to be put in alternate processing. But we know also that Brad Smith is going to be, he's enrolled at 10 o'clock with his enrollment. And we know that Torres D is at 8. So we're going to show that we put them in stuff that they're not going to be. We're going to try to put them in courses based on their enrollment that they are not going to have a time conflict with. But in order for alternate section processing to be done, we have to have some bids on these sections, and so those are there, and we're going to now go ahead and run resolution, and then I'll show you that it all worked. Alright, so at this point let's go ahead and go back to our phase and we're going to run resolution. And we'll resolve the bids here for Chicago bidding. And okay, so resolution ran. And let's go back to the course. So at this point, if I come here and I look at the sections, not prior enrollment, that's the ones that they were. Let's go ahead and look at marketing here. Come back and refresh the section enrollment. So you can see that there is 2 enrolled, or there's 1 more enrolled in each. So we know that in this case, that if I show you prior enrollment for section P, this is section PP, which is at 10 o'clock, Smith B 38, 10 o'clock. Let's go back over here and see the enrollment for marketing at 8 o'clock. We have Smith B 38, and he was enrolled in that because we avoided his time conflict. And in a similar way, we have the enrollment for Taurus D. So that's how this works. Thank you for your patience in this long video, but it is an important enhancement to the registrar system. So thank you.